This video will cover the rules of capitalization. Capitalization is a very important part of writing. For instance, looking at this paragraph, the capitalization has been left out, and it appears the writer was in a hurry, and if this paragraph were to be scored, it wouldn't do very well because capitalization was ignored. This video is by no means comprehensive, but we are going to look at the rules that govern capitalization for this course. You follow these and everything should go fine. First rule, which is typically not a problem, is you should always capitalize the first person singular pronoun I. Often in our writing we're not going to use I. We try to avoid it when possible, but when you do have it, you should make sure it's capitalized. For example, in this paragraph, we're looking for an example of I. There it is. It's the only one in the paragraph. We would make sure that is capitalized. Another important rule in capitalization is to capitalize the first word of a sentence. In this example, punctuation marks are the road signs of writing. We capitalize the P. When you are revising your writing, you should obviously check back for every sentence and make sure it starts off with a capitalized word. In this case, it's going to be in, 50, Caesar, which would be capitalized for two reasons, and on, which is the last sentence of the paragraph. Capitalizing the first word of the sentence is something that's often missed in essays. Capitalizing proper nouns and proper adjectives is something that you definitely need to be aware of. There are many types of proper nouns, as you see. Names, locations, titles, days of the week, historical events, races, which will also be proper adjectives, names of religion, and brand names. You should also capitalize proper adjectives. Make sure to capitalize the proper adjective, but not the common noun. For instance, in this paragraph, there are several proper nouns. Caesar, but also BC because it is a time. Caesar should be capitalized twice. We also see the East. You capitalize East because it is a culture, not just a geographical location. Parthia, Alexander, and capitalize Great because that's part of his title. We would also capitalize March because it's a date, it's a month. Caesar once again. And the last thing would be capital. Capital is a specific name of a building which was in Rome. This one can sometimes be confusing. Capitalize the names of relationships like mom, aunt, uncle. We capitalize the names of relationships when they take the place of a proper noun or their given name. Again, we may not use these as often as we would the proper nouns, but here might be an example. We skim through it. Mom. This one's at the beginning of the sentence, so it's capitalized for two reasons, but it also takes the place of her given name. Same with grandpa, if that's what we call him. Aunt Sue would also be capitalized. Mother-in-law would not be capitalized here because it is a renamer, unless it is something that we would actually call her. As I said at the beginning, this is not meant to be a comprehensive video on capitalization. Just want to emphasize the rules that we're going to find we will use most often in this class. So please refer back to these rules and this video. For your writing, there may be some other cases where we have a capitalization that needs to be enforced. For instance, here it might be the title. It could be a subheading, intro, position, and permission, which are subheadings that are part of our case study. All the capitalization that takes place in the paragraph would follow the rules that we've already covered. Finally, I want to close with the point I made early on in this video, which is that capitalization reflects upon you quite a bit as a writer, so make sure that in your revision phase it is something that you are doing. And thank you, and look forward to seeing you applying these rules into practice.